Zoinks, you guys, it's me, Shaggy, coming to you live with another episode of Shaggy Rogers Book Reviews. And today, we're getting into a story that I have come to love. And let's face it, it's French comics, so it's kind of niche here in America, but thankfully, French comics are booming. Lonesome, number 4, The Sorcerer's Domain by Yves Wolves. Let's get into it, guys. So, Markham the Preacher is long since been dead, and Elijah, the gunman, is hot on the trail of his biological father, Senator Dawson. Chased out of New York City and up into the wilderness of Maine, Dawson links up with the true big bad of this story, one Asteroid Crowley. And if you know anything about the occult world, that name kind of rings a bell. Crowley does. So Crowley, an expert in all things occult, see what I did there, is hell-bent on sending the U.S. into absolute turmoil. And Elijah is on the cusp of completing the very task he set out to do, to bring that bastard, Dawson, to justice. Lonesome 4 brings the story to a dramatic and fiery close. Elijah single-handedly again takes on a posse of like 40 plus men. The Pinkerton Agency, early on in this book, sets off into Maine with a group of riflemen intending to put an end to Dawson and his schemes. Again, the artwork still very much top-notch, as we still see that same beautiful watercolor palette, lush greens, blues, browns, reds, oranges, you name it. It's in here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And now for the spoiler section. So, in the middle of this book, we see Dawson betray his master Crowley to try and save his own skin. We also see him try and attempt to talk some sense into Mary, the Pinkerton agent, and his estranged daughter, to hopefully get Elijah off of his trail and to keep him from pursuing Dawson. But much to his chagrin, Elijah sees right through the magical manipulation and continues to hunt Dawson down like a hound on the trail. Elijah, alongside the lead Pinkerton agent who survived the first encounter with these road agents, sets up an ambush for Crowley and his men and guns them all down to the very last man. Crowley, the ever-cunning sorcerer that he is, attempts to turn the tides against his former protege, Dawson, and Mary Lyle. However, Elijah Dawson spawns out of the woods on horseback, rifle in hand, and disarms the sorcerer with a quick shot from his Henry repeating. The end of this tale shows a time gap of several months ahead in a cemetery in New York in 1861. Dawson is shown to be dead and buried. How he died really isn't said, but through context, we can assume he took the coward's way out. Eli and Mary embrace as long-lost siblings do, as we finally see for the last time Elijah packs up his belongings, rolls up his bedroll, puts it on his horse, and rides off into the sunset like a true cowboy. Lonesome. You can pick up the whole series for literal pennies on the dollar. You can pick it up for less money than it takes to keep the books on Amazon servers. I'm not joking. It is cheap. It's a great story. And as I always say, I cannot sing the praises of Yves or his wife enough. If you like what I do here, like, comment, subscribe. And as always, remember, reading is fun to mental. I'll catch you guys on the next one.